channel. This video was shot on the 22nd of December 2023, so I'm a bit late in editing it and getting it out to you. But here we are. Today myself along with two others are going to be attempting the All Stations train race following the Tube Challenge rules. I'm currently heading to the bus stop here in Sutherland to take the N10 to Central. I have attempted and succeeded in this challenge previously, however today we're changing the rules in an attempt to get an even better record. With the Sydney-based rules, you must start and end at Central and travel only using trains. However, the Tube or London-based rules, which we're using today, enable us to start and finish at any station on the network and allow us to use buses and running if required to get between stations. In this clip, it had just gone 1 AM and I'm a hospitality worker, so my sleep schedule isn't great on the best of days. So it was absolutely horrific the prior couple days to this, trying to get my body to readjust to getting up at midnight to start this challenge. Anyway, we are now here at the bus stop and we're going to be heading to Central on the N10 before changing to the N30 to Macarthur, where we will start this challenge.
So we've now got here to Macarthur after spending an hour and a half on board the N30. It's quite a nice light display they have here. These are the people I'll be travelling with today.
G'day.
And we're here at Macarthur. We have a 30-minute wait for run 67, I think. I'll check the plan and we'll go through it. And yeah. We're starting here at Macarthur. Some of you may be asking, why are we doing this challenge? Well, I would like to quote one of the admins of the group and one of the people who've been doing this for years. And I think he said it perfectly when he said, we do it for the same reason men climb mountains. It's because it's there. So the goal today is a run of 14 hours and 29 minutes. And that's if every single connection is made. That fox is trespassing. How dare it?
Is that going on the video?
Oh, 100% it is.
Oh yeah, right on.
Shortly arriving alongside platform 1, we'll have our train, which will be on for the next 2 hours and 15 minutes, which will be run 67, an 8-car K set.
Platform 1 goes to City Circle via airport stations. Museum, St James, Circular Quay, Wynyard and Town Hall.
Now that we're on board the train, I'll go quickly through the plan. It's a very strategic plan. I've got a backup for every connection that is about every under 5 minutes. It's about a month of work that I put into this Excel sheet. So plan A, where I make all the connections, start at Macarthur, and we take this train to Parramatta. We are on it for the full trip. And it includes the City Circle and all the stations on the inner west. We then get on a Richmond train, all stops to Richmond. We then take a bus to Penrith. We've got our first little break of 12 minutes for a train to Emu Plains. Same train returns to Blacktown. Blacktown, here's where we go a bit off the beaten track. We go from Blacktown to Schofields, and then we go Schofields, we take a bus to Tallawong, Tallawong all to Chatswood, Chatswood all to Milson's Point, Milson's Point all to Barara, Barara another wait, we got 12 minutes at Barara. It's about midday, so it's a possible lunch break there, but we've got plenty of snacks if we don't get the opportunity. And then we go to Hornsby, and then Hornsby to Strathfield. We then have a 0-minute change at Strathfield. It's not critical that we make this change, however it's our first critical, well, we got a run for it train. Then we hit up the Olympic Park loop. We go once again another 0 at Lidcombe, but you see there's built-in latency, so if we miss that 0 at Lidcombe, we've got 19 minutes at Cabramatta, so we can wait 15 minutes for the next Leppington train and still be back on track. So then we catch the it's 2 trains a day that go from Cabramatta through to Barala, so we get on one of them. We wait at Barala, all stops on the Bankstown line to Redfern, and we finally do the T4 last, going Redfern to Bondi, Bondi to Hurstville, Hurstville to Oatley, Oatley to Waterfall, Waterfall to Sutherland, and Sutherland to Cronulla, finishing up at 7:07 PM with an estimated time of 14 hours and 29 minutes if all the connections are made and nothing goes wrong today.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
So we're jumping straight into the slideshow of photos. One of the requirements of the race to prove you're on the network is that you take photos of key stations that not every train stops at to the Facebook group, which is public and anyone can join. Link is in the description. I must say, spending over 2 hours on a single train this early in the morning wasn't particularly fun, but it did tick off over 50 stations before 7 AM, which in itself might be its own record.
We've been on board this K-set for approaching 2 hours now. We've done every single station on the airport line, as you can tell by the photos that I've just posted through this video. We're at Flemington, coming up through to Lidcombe. We're going to be coming through here again later to do the Olympic Park loop. Our goal now is Parramatta before heading up the Richmond line and heading down to Penrith on a bus. So far so good, still feeling quite tired. Don't think much is going to change about that in regard. This All Stations train race is sponsored by Monster MG. No, not really. I wish it was. We're now boarding this train here, A56, all stops to Richmond 146C.
We were now on board the all-stop service to Richmond, slowly traversing our way through the western suburbs. We got to number 56 out of 180, Marion, whilst on board this set, A56. And as you can quite clearly tell from this last image, that Monster Energy drink wasn't doing much. Just look at the bags underneath my eyes.
So here's where things get different. We now change for a bus. We've just exited Richmond Station and we'll be taking this bus, the 678, to Penrith.
What I didn't know about this seemingly innocent bus trip was that it took a bizarre winding route through soon-to-be developed on roads on the edge of Sydney's suburban sprawl. It also turned out to be the most rattliest bus in the entire busways fleet on a roads full of potholes. Quite the change of scenery from our seemingly smooth rail trip. So we got to Penrith and we hopped on board our train to Emu Plains, which turned around and formed our service back to Blacktown. Now this is where things start to go awry. See, our next targeted move was to complete the Metro, North Shore and Northern Lines without having to go all the way to Strathfield and change. One of the primary reasons for including buses in this route, meaning taking a bus from Schofields to Tallawong, due to the short-sightedness of the government of only building the Metro to Tallawong and not Schofields. What had happened was that our service to Schofields was running 3 minutes late, and the 748 had suddenly become 4 minutes early, meaning the connection at Schofields was going to be incredibly unlikely. We were left with the decision to make. Do we try and find a way around it, or just try to make the connection anyway? Well, we arrived in Blacktown and saw the 732 hadn't departed yet. It was a strange route that eventually made its way to Tallawong. It was eventually what we chose. We thought this was our chance. Well, we were wrong. We got a second-class bus driver who doesn't realise there's really a schedule to stick to, and rather than the first-class bus driver that we hoped, who thinks he's on the last lap of the Bathurst 1000. We left Blacktown 5 minutes late and didn't improve. In fact, we got worse. We ran up to 8 minutes late at one point. The goal was to get to Tallawong for the 10:21am Metro to Chatswood, and we pulled up at 10:23am. The most annoying part was that the 748 waited 3 minutes until after the train departed from Schofields, meaning that we could have easily made that connection. We were devastated and rather annoyed at that slow bus driver, but there was nothing we could do. So we got on the Metro and just looked at our plans. Spent over half an hour on the Metro just looking on transport apps to try and find something quicker at the end. But that was it. We were stuck with Plan CI, which delayed us for a full 40 minutes. Or was it? We were all deflated. We had lost hope for our incredible record. We arrived into Chatswood with no other plan but Plan CI, which really delayed us 44 minutes. So we made the cross-platform change and headed down to Nelson's Point. We decided to have a look at how long we'd have to wait there at Nelson's Point when we realised our original train, 166H to Barara, was running 3 minutes late. This was great news because we arrived into Nelson's Point 3 minutes after its scheduled departure, meaning a 0-minute run across the platform. This was going to be risky.
Alright, so we're at Milson's Point. This is a bonus clip sent in by one of David's friends, featuring in the video here. We're going to have a very, very tight change here, looking likely, depending if the guard's going to be nice about it or not. Alright, hang on, just wait. No, don't do it. Go. Hey, oh, wait a sec, wait. Thanks, boss. Oh, let's go.
After giving the guard a minor heart attack, we continued on our journey, all stops to Barara.
After our lucky connection there at Milson's Point, we rode the train all stops here to Barara. We've got another 10 minutes and we're going to get back on board, back to Hornsby, change for the T9 all stops to Strathfield. We're back on the original plan, baby. We're very happy. We're very excited.
After taking the train from Barara to Hornsby and changing for another service down to Strathfield, we were met with a rather tight connection, which we made. And then we were on to Lidcombe for a 0-minute connection, which, well, didn't turn out as we expected.
Oh, it's gone. Bastard.
Yeah, we always knew the 0 at Lidcombe would be dodgy.
The fact that we missed this connection here at Lidcombe wasn't the end of the world. It just meant that it ate into our 19-minute wait at Cabramatta and keeping us on the same plan.
After completing our run to Olympic Park, we're now here back at Lidcombe for an all stops to Leppington service. Now at Leppington, and we've got a nice, easy jaunt over here onto the City Circle, all stops, back to Cabramatta, on board B27, run number 1-J, I believe. We are on plan A, we are on time to be at Cronulla at 7:07 PM and making our time of 14 hours and 29 minutes. Spirits are high, energy levels not so much. And we got off run 1-J at Warwick Farm to avoid the crowds at Cabramatta and having to change platforms at Liverpool. K81 leading a Liverpool only service. I believe this forms the other one for today that goes via Circle Regis Park. And now we have next one, run 40 dash, arriving into platform 1. And we've made it to Varala. We're off 40J and we've got a 13-minute wait. As you can see, they've done a wonderful upkeep of the signage here. This train's going to depart shortly. We've got a bit of a rest break. We're going to go to Woolies and probably get some food and some drinks. Running a bit low on the supplies and the caffeine levels, that is. Now getting on run 607E, all to Bondi Junction here at Redfern. Just completed all the banker. For rear door is the ideal place. We've got a 6-seater up here. Oh no. We now have a critical 1-minute change here at Bondi Junction. We're coming into the platform shortly. We are on 607E. We need to do a 1-minute cross-platform change onto 627J, all stops to Hurstville. Alright, we've just gotten off 627J here at Hurstville on platform number 2. We've now got a leisurely 10-minute wait to take the train to Oatley, all stops to Oatley. Then we have a 5-minute wait on the platform at Oatley for all stops to Waterfall, for a 6-minute wait at Waterfall. I mean, find me a better one than that. Usually Waterfall's 20 minutes or more. 6 minutes at Waterfall, turning around, coming back to Sutherland, and then hopping on a 7-minute wait for another Cronulla service, getting all the stops to Cronulla. We are on track for our time of 14 hours and 29 minutes. Stay tuned for more. And our Cronulla service arriving. Stop all to Oakley, and we'll get off at Oakley and wait for the Waterfall train. Rather odd change due to the timetabling. This Cronulla service's next stop is Janelli, and the Waterfall service stops here and all to Waterfall. So we've gotten off this and we're waiting for 601F, which is 5 minutes behind this, for all stops to Waterfall here at Oakley. And we're now here at Waterfall for one of the best connections of the day. This service 601F now turns into 601G. So it's a 6-minute wait here at Waterfall. Usually here at Waterfall you either get a 0-minute connection or you end up with a 24-minute connection. But here we are, Waterfall, 6-minute wait. This train turns around and heads back to the city. One of the best finds I could find on this plan, and eliminates so much time. It's great. Yeah. So we get on this train from here at Waterfall. We go up Southo, and we come back to Cronulla to finish off the day. They've done significant work since my last visit here. I used to live at Waterfall, for those of you who don't know. They're building a crew-only bridge for the new yard they've built here to the west side of Waterfall Station. They've extended the platforms out for the NIFs. And if you are ever in town, don't forget to check out Legendary Fish and Chips, the only shop in all of Waterfall, and the best fish and chips you'll ever have. Swear by it, it's not biased just because I lived here for 5 years. This is Waterfall, and we are set to depart in 5 minutes. And arriving on platform 3 here at Sutherland after our journey from Waterfall, we've got 619M T102 leading 4 for our final leg of this mammoth journey. All stops to Cronulla, 6 more stations to collect, and we're done. Our time of 14 hours and 29 minutes is looking highly likely. And here we are on 619M pulling into Cronulla platform number 1. We started at 4:37:46. We're timing this down to the second. We're going to have to do some calculations once we get off the train, but we are looking at 1908 and counting. 1905, 1906. Of course we go past the clock on this occasion. 1908 and 22 seconds. 1908 and 22 seconds. 180 stations complete. Some quick calculations has got our time to 14 hours, 30 minutes and 36 seconds. Here we are at Cronulla, T102. So, after hours and hours of travelling on the network, here we are back at Sutherland, going off to the pub for a well-deserved beer. Final tap off. Anyway guys, that wraps it up. We are now the record holders, us three. We now have a time of 14 hours, 30 minutes and 36 seconds on the start and finish anywhere trip. And yeah, it's quite an achievement. We also hold the other one for the traditional method, start and finish at Central only, using trains. Still standing after 3 years, 15 hours, 27 minutes and 10 seconds. Invite anyone to try and attempt our record. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe to my friend channels. I'm in all the social media. Links to all that back on my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.